Welcome guys to Ma and Pa's Place. For all of yous that are new to our channel, I am Ma Silicone and accompanying me today is
Pa Silicone.
Pa Silicone. And we're going to do a Temu and AliExpress haul. I think it's a bit of both. But first we're going to show Mr. Judah scored himself this handy dandy bed. I do have 5 of these, they just won't fit in my house right now. So he's there and his little comrades are all down here. Aren't they?
Oh, they're down there all right.
Yes. Oh gosh. They're so cute. We've got Miss Faith, Isaiah, Danica, and Nathaniel way down there and Judah scored himself the bassinet because there wasn't enough room to scoot him across the front. So, and got my little flower pot set up there with me flowers, and it doesn't all look stunning. I think it looks stunning, but we're going to avoid my mess behind me, so we're going to go this way. And I'm going to get myself situated, get this camera turned around, and then we're going to get on with the show. Isn't that right, Pa?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, as I said, we are Ma and Pa Silicone. We do videos for silicone art dolls made by Baby Clone. A lot of our babies are collectible. Our bigger ones are actually in bed because it is 11 o'clock at night. So we have 2 that are 8 months old,
Yep.
5 that are 18 months old, and we have a 2-year-old on the way. And they go up from there in time. Isn't that right? So we've got a lot to get through, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. We definitely have things.
We
to
haven't
get to.
taken down our donkey tail thing yet. We've been
Gee.
we are trying to spring clean, aren't we? Would be the better word.
Trying to, yes.
One room at a time, and it's not going well. It's still quite hot, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Like, it is starting to cool down, but we're still in the high 30 degrees Celsius temperatures, which is, you know,
It's a little cooler at night now, but during the day
it's up in the
still
90s. For Fahrenheit, we're still in the 90s.
warm. Yeah.
So it's still hot and muggy, and we have a house, as I've said 1,000 times before, with no installation and a tin roof. So we're like sardines in a sardine can shoved in the oven, aren't we?
I hope not.
Yes. Alrighty, I'm going to turn this camera around. Back in a minute. Oh, and we're back. Well, that was something. Feel better now?
Oh, absolutely.
Now that he's had his moment,
What moment?
your moment, you're getting on. Oh, my watch is doing weird things. I bought this new watch today. I think I'm going to give it to my daughter. It's just a Temu smartwatch, but it's a pink one. This one's the pink one. And it just, look. Okay, that's the face. It's really cute. I don't know. There, look. Isn't that cute? But I tell you why I liked it is because you push this button and what? Look, James Bond, eat your heart out. That's very techno, isn't it? Look at that. Like, that flips up, and then, hey presto, you got your earbuds inside. And then you magnet them back in and they start charging again. Boom. But it's, I think I like my, you know, my iPhone watch. Yeah, my Apple Watch. I like that. So this is cute, but I don't know. I don't know. I might use it occasionally. If not, I'll give it to my daughter. She will love it. I'm sure. I got something fabulous today. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let me get my cat here. It's not a real cat, so don't worry. It's only a stuck one. It's actually my backpack. He sits on your back backwards like that. Yes. And you can zip him open here, and I don't know what to do. He did have straps, but I liked him better without them. You know, it looks like my princess, doesn't it? But
Yeah.
you left the gate open and she got run over. But I forgot to let you live that down. But anyway.
I feel just as bad about that as you do.
Oh no, I miss my baby. No, this one actually looks like my Oliver Wendell Douglas. That's what his name was Oliver Wendell Douglas. And Pa was moving over from the States and said that his cat, Tigger, couldn't stand other cats. So I rehomed my Oliver Wendell Douglas only to find out that he didn't bring his cat. I was so upset because I couldn't get him back once. But anyway, we're not going to go there, are we? Moving along, we brought this for our cat, Marmalade. He's ginger and he's outside and he's not very sociable at the moment about coming in for this. But I thought it'd be fun. So I'm going to demonstrate on my little puss here. You put their ears in this thing. Hang on a minute. Let me lay down. What have you been up to today, Pa? You talk while I do this.
Well, the only thing I've been up to is going to the doctor, getting some groceries at the store, and cooking dinner.
What else did you see the doctor about today?
Just
normal aches and pains.
Huh?
Just your normal aches and pains.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Yes. Alright. Well, what happens is this ties on their head like a pussycat hat. There is a place for their little ears to stick out. And then this thing, it reminds me of those ugly fish, you know, that are like way down deep in the ocean, and they got those growly teeth and they got that little light thing that hangs over their face. You know those ones? And it's like a little lure, and it hangs up, it's like a little light, and it attracts fish, and when the fish come close enough to see what this light is, it opens its mighty jaws and done. This is what this reminds me of. But look, so as Puss runs along, this thing's in his face and he's chasing it all day long. Isn't that fabulous? Look, I thought it was so wonderful. I got a pink one from my daughter's cat, Karen. We call her cat Karen because, well, she calls it Moo. We call it Karen because she's a Karen. She's not a nice cat. Is she, Pa?
No.
No. So, anyway, so we got her a pink one for her Karen. And she can put it on Karen, and Karen can drive herself. No, she really is. She's a nasty. She don't like nobody, does she?
No.
Well, she doesn't even like my daughter now. She only likes my daughter's boyfriend because he overfeeds her, and now she's a fat Karen. She's a very fat Karen. My Lord. She's like got a body like this and her head's like that. So she's walking around and she looks like somebody shrunk her head because her body's so big. She's the oddly shaped cat I've ever seen. So, and I said to my daughter, that's not healthy, put your cat on a diet.
She looks like a sumo PD.
Yes. So the other thing we got today was for I'm having a massive brain fart on camera right now. Divinity. Okay, there we go. We got her this cute little Daisy dummy chain with the wooden thing. Oh, then it was cute anyway. And for the babies, Faith and Danica and probably Divinity. I suppose they could wear one each. They should fit. Or did I get them for Danica? For Divinity. I can't remember. I might have got them for Divinity, but anyway, I got these gorgeous headbands. So they're just that kind, but they've got beautiful flowers on them. I think they're cute, don't you, Pa?
Yes, they are.
I'm trying to get to the new stuff, and then because I've gotten some of this stuff over a few days, and I bought these for Divinity as well because winter's coming. And the one thing she didn't have was tights to wear under dresses and things.
Yeah.
Or even just to wear under her pants when it's like super cold. So she got these red ones. So I'll throw them down there because they're going to have to be washed. And she got this bone pair. I think they came in a set of 4. Come in a set of 4, so you get bone. I mean, and I like it when Temu do that, kind of when you can buy like sets of 4 or sets of 3 and you get one of each colour. Makes life easy when you don't know what colour you actually were going to need on the day. I mean, the most common colour I guess to need are going to be white and black. So she did get a white pair and she did get a black pair. She does have a couple of kind of old-fashioned dresses where black will be needed. And that's the black ones. So that's what she got. Itchy. I got these shorts. Now these I think are freaking cute. I just like them. They got the little pockets, 2 pockets in the front, and a little drawstring here, but it's a fake one. But it's still cute, and I will tie that up because I don't know why they don't tie them up and give them a cute bow. They need a cute bow. Okay, so there you go. Now, I originally brought those thinking that they would fit white. These are bloody huge. So I'm going to put these away for my 2-year-old, and they'll fit him because they're massive, aren't they?
Yeah, they're big.
The other thing I got, now this one I got on eBay. Bought this on eBay. It's a jelly cat, and this one is for Klaus because he didn't have one. Charlie got his grey one,
Yeah.
which is like this one, a little, what's this one's called? Bashful Bunny or Blossom Bunny or something. Medium Bashful Cinnamon Bunny. So there you go. So that one's name will be Cinnamon.
Cinnamon Bunny.
That's cinnamon.
Hmm.
So that is really, really cute. And it's, like I said, it's exactly, if you get that one out of the basket, it's just there. Because Charlie got his for his birthday, and all the girls and Starlet got theirs early in the piece, but I was going through everybody's bunnies thinking, well, who's got bunnies, who doesn't? And I couldn't believe it. My 2 boys, which were already here, didn't have bunnies or didn't have jelly cats. So that one is Charlie's and that one is, like, they're both the same size. Yeah, they're exactly the same. They're just different colours. So Charlie and Klaus. So they're happy now. They've both got their jelly cats. Right, next. This is something else I brought today for the boys. There was one thing I was disappointed with. I bought them shirts, beanies, and gloves. And the gloves turned up, and they were so cool. They've got C for Charlie, K for Klaus on them, but good Lord, it's as big as my freaking hand. Like, and I got reasonably little hands, but still, that's ridiculous. Like, it's even technically too big for me. If I put my hand in there right, they'd be too big for me. So they'd fit freaking palm. Bloody, they were supposed to be bluey gloves. But that is ridiculous. I mean, they're supposed to be a child's glove, not an adult's glove. And I got them because I had the kids. Nah, they're huge. I don't know, I might be able to give them to Devon and that, but I mean, like, I don't know. I think they'll be going back. That'll be the easiest thing to do.
That's what
I'll
I
be
would
sending
do.
them back and telling them, you know, they're supposed to be child's gloves and they're big enough to fit a full-grown, you know, adult male. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Be sending them back.
Send them back and say, hey, how about that refund you promised me?
Yeah, well, they're pretty good with that. I don't have a problem with that. But I did get them beanies, so they'll get the beanies at least. So we've got a K for Klaus. And a C for Charlie. So they'll love those, won't they?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they will.
And I also bought, these up, so I always wash everything, especially from Temu, because I swear this stuff turns up and it smells bloody terrible. It's got the worst, I don't know, kind of a chemical smell on it. And it stinks.
You can always
And
wash
these
them.
are a size 100, which technically is a size 2. So that might be a little big, but I wanted them a little bit baggier. Though they normally fit into a 90. So again, they're a long sleeve winter shirt, that's why I got them. And we've got K for Klaus. And, of course, C for Charlie. So, I thought that's cute. Now, this year, oh right, and we've got Easter coming up. And I thought, me and Paris are getting kind of bored with holidays because it's just you and me, isn't it?
Yep.
You know, like, we don't really associate with anyone, and I very rarely see my daughter these days. So it's just us. You know, I guess until the grandkids start coming along. But till then, it's just us. So we get a bit bored. And I just don't want to go to a lot of trouble this year buying a lot of Easter eggs and stuff for the kids, because Pa's the only one that's going to end up eating all that stuff, and that's not good for him. So this year, instead of getting a lot of eggs in their basket, they're going to be getting little animals. And these are Happy Easter Egg Hunt. And you get all these little animals that they've got to find. Like a donkey. We have a little kangaroo. There's frogs, which I know Wyatt will be happy about that. Little chicks. There's pink teddy bears. I think that's a blue elephant or a mouse. I don't even know what that's meant to be. Excuse me. But there's like dark brown things, and there's tigers. got some leopards in here. And lots of kangaroos and whatnot. So, like, it's just a big mixture of animals. So, I'm going to put those out in their baskets with a couple of eggs. And that's it. We're not going to a lot of trouble this year. We will be dressing them up and all that sort of stuff. But we're not going to a lot of trouble with Easter stuff. Not this year, are we?
Nope.
Because like we said, you know, like it is a lot of mucking around and a lot of chocolate that we then have to store, and it takes power. Yeah, it'll either take him like weeks to get through it or days, or sometimes it just takes him hours. And that's the worst part, because he will sit there and he will gorge in front of the TV on his candy. Or he'll take a whole packet of Snickers to bed with him.
I only eat 4 at a time.
4 packets?
No, 4 Snickers.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so besides that, in April, Mr. Wyatt will be 6 months old. And because he's the size of an 8-month-old, we're not going to celebrate his 1-year birthday. We're only going to celebrate his 6th-month birthday. So his half birthday, we're going to call it. Yes. And he's getting a little teddy ruckspin. Now, I ordered this on Temu. It's sold out now, apparently. And I was shocked to see that it says at the bottom, and we don't have this store here. I've never in my life owned anything from Walmart. But it says only at Walmart. And yet I bought it on Temu. So, everything in Walmart's from Temu. So there you go. So, but anyway, Wyatt will be getting this for his half birthday.
Close your eyes, it's time for a surgery.
And when you pull his thing out, apparently,
It's not very loud.
well, it's for a baby, that's why. You don't need it loud. Sing along with soothing sounds of Teddy Ruxpin. Give him a hug to hear one of his favourite lullabies. So close your eyes. And I don't know how many songs he actually sings. 3. Give him several hugs to circulate through all 3 song clips. So he sings 3 different songs. And I don't know what else he does. Storytelling, friendship, and magical fun. Sings clips from So Close Your Eyes, from Teddy Ruxpin Lullabies. But he's cute, and he's just a little Wyatt size. So, alright, moving along. Ouch, my foot's playing up.
I remember when Teddy Ruxpin first came out.
I know, I brought one.
Yeah.
I brought one for one of my kids, and I loved it. And we had the Mother Goose one that went with him, and I think there was one that went with him. And then I had the Mother Goose one, because she had to put cassettes under her wing. That's how long ago it was. You had to put a cassette in there, and she would then tell you all of her stories. And Divinity has a similar one now in her crib that tells stories. But anyway, I also got these off Temu. These little lovies. I just love them because they're just simple, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I washed them so, oh my god, they smell so damn good. I love my laundry soap. So yes, anyway, moving along. I don't want to put that one back on the floor because I've washed it. I got that one, and I got this blue one as well. Mostly for Wyatt and Divinity get these. for when I dress them up as old-fashioned babies, and when I dress them up as really old-fashioned babies, when we really turn back the clock. He has this brown one, which is faceless, which is an Amish tradition. They have dolls that have no faces. So I got these ones for him, and I got this one for Divinity, which I love because it's got this old-fashioned pattern on it. And I love those. Aren't they cool? Oh, I'm reaching in behind it and it's killing me to put... Oh, God, that hurts. My arm hurts so bad. Now, I'll show that later because I'm going to need a baby to demonstrate. So we'll probably grab Nathaniel. Because he'll be the easiest to deal with. I brought this outfit, if I can get it up here, for Divinity. Her hair tie, so this will give you a hint. I have got an annoying tickle in my throat that's driving me bonkers. It's because of the air is dry. And it comes with these little black pants. And it comes with this little bumblebee top. I love that. She's my little bumblebee. She's a busy little bumble.
I guess you'll be buzzing around.
Yeah, she's having a stinging good day. And I also got these little bumble shoes for her. The length is perfect, but her feet are really fat, so I can't get her feet in them. So I will put these away and probably give them to my daughter when she has kids, and I bought a size up. So she does have a bigger pair coming. She also got hang on a minute, my cat's taking a walk. Get up there. She got these leggings too. Now these came in a pack of 2. They got the stripes on the legs. They look a bit sort of like little witchy poo stockings, don't they?
Witchy poo.
They do. But I bought them because I wanted these ones because I bought her that bumblebee costume with the big stinger tail on it, and I want to put those on under the costume, which is why I got those. I think other than that thing, which I'll show last, we don't have much more. I have this. This is a veil that I wear for prayer. So it's my prayer veil, and it has lace on it, and it just ties around that way. So that's not very interesting, but anyway, that's what that is. And then I have this tank top that I brought, and it's got a saying on it. I brought it because I like ravens. That's my name, Raven. And I love ravens. But it had a saying on it by Edgar Allan Poe, which is very true. Without the dark, we never see the stars. And I thought it was so true. So I bought this tank top. And I hope you all can see that. My arm doesn't let me hold things up very high neither, because I can't lift it. And
Giving you trouble tonight?
it's killing me because I can only go up so high, and if I force it, it's not good. I bought these leggings because I'm sure I bought. I don't know if I've already got it or it's coming. But I've got some sort of like a sweater or cardigan or something, or shirt, and it's got bumblebees on it. And I brought these. It's got bumblebees that go down the leg. I brought these to wear under it, but I can't remember. I have to go through all my orders and see if it's already here, because I get things and then I wash them and then I put them away and then I forget I own them. I'm going to get these out of me. Oh, okay, there we go. Now, gonna save that one, but that's the best for last, isn't it? I'm just gonna move this stuff back into this so I don't knock it down. I brought this for Pa. I know Pa brought up a detail of it needed to be green and red, but instead they've made it this colour. But then that's probably for copyright. If they change something by 10%, then it's legal. Because possession is 9/10 of the law, which simply means you change something by 10%, you can own it. So, I brought this shirt for Pa. It is a hoodie for the winter. And it has Sweet Dreams on it because he loves his horror films. And it has all the 1, 2, 3's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, get a crucifix. 7, 8, better stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. And I don't. Oh, I haven't slept in years. It's horrible. So anyway, I got that for Pa.
Around here, there's nothing that's more true than that statement.
Yes. And so, I'm not left out. I've got the same thing but in a nightie form. So, ta-da. So that's mine. Let's get that off the ground. Now, this is our second last thing. I brought this for Pa, and I got it big and baggy so that it'll just flow it. This is something where Pa's going to scare the children when he walks downtown, and when he turns around and walks away from them, he's going to scare them again because it's on both sides. Summer Rain loves her bite, which you all know is a spider. She calls it bite. I think it's a Lucas spider, that cute little jumping spider. And they would play a game together, and it was like Bejeweled, but it's got this bloody spider that darts buckets of boards and tries to catch the butterflies. And she called it the bite game.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I bought Pari's very own bite shirt. Check that sucker out. Now, is that not going to scare children walking downtown? And then when he walks away, he'll still scare them because it's on the back. That's fabulous, Pa. I think you should, put it on and stand up and show us what it looks like.
Now?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Just whack it over your tank top.
How hot do you want me to get?
You're only wearing it for 3 seconds. How hot can you get?
I'll time you.
I'm going to sneeze. I'm trying not to. See, I'm allergic to you.
Good night, nurse.
Straighten yourself up. You look like a homeless person. Pull your shoulders back. Pick it up and lift it.
They are lifted.
No, they're not. Straighten them. Not your shoulders, the shirt shoulders.
Oh, why didn't you say something?
Oh, gosh. Wrong way. Go backwards. Pa.
What?
Go backwards.
What do you mean go back?
You've pulled it forward. Now it looks worse. That's better. Right. Now get on camera. I love it though. I mean, I can see the funny.
It looks like somebody splattered him on the wall or something.
I think it's fabulous. I think, it expresses exactly what we see around here. You walk downtown and that's exactly the look you get on your face. You know, it's like, welcome to where we live. You know, isn't it? That is the face we pull. We're like, God, what's that? They go shopping in their pajamas. They got the dressing gown or the bathrobe, the slippers. They got the whole thing happening. It's a full nighttime ensemble, and they're shopping at midday.
I got news for you. They do the same thing at Walmart.
Yeah, but this is not Walmart.
No, it's not.
So anyway, I need Nathaniel, I think. Or give me Isaiah, because he's stiffer, so he won't bounce around all over the place.
Okay. Which one is which?
Right there. No, take him out of that. Just leave that there. Just leave that there. Just fold him out of it.
Go on, buddy.
Oh,
God, now he's got
your hair's going
hiccups.
everywhere.
He's got bed hair now.
Yep.
Okay, so this is Isaiah. Isaiah is our very first baby that we ever got from Baby Clone. So he's an old dog. I mean, he's almost 5 years old, I think. We've had him for a while. I'm just gonna put you up.
Has it been that long already?
Yep, he's got a 5th birthday coming up. Yep, we've had him 5 years. We got him a year after you come to Australia. And you've been here 6, so he's nearly 5. But
I had a 5th birthday once.
I brought this outfit that I could put on any of the babies for photos. And I wanted to dress up myself in Bumblebee gear and then put Divinity in her little Bumblebee outfit and then grab one of the babies, probably Faith, because my lord, she's my softest. She's even softer than Judah, and I thought he was soft, because this is something a baby needs to curl up in. He doesn't really curl up because
She gives
he's the
Marshmallow a
stiffest.
whole
As I
new
said,
meaning.
he is the stiffest of our babies. He's equivalent to probably Eco 10,
Probably.
something like that. Not, he wouldn't be Eco 20. He's not as stiff as Eco 20. He's a little bit softer than that, but not much. And he doesn't exactly fit in here, which is disappointing because I thought he would fit all the way in. But again, that's because, like I said, he doesn't curl his legs up like she would. And he needs to really curl his legs up because they're supposed to be in here a bit like a cocoon. But then it has this hat, and I'm going to put it on him, and then once I get it all on him, I'll sit him up. I'll take his dummy out because he'll look better without that in his face. And I can't see what I'm doing because I am totally doing this back to front. And I'll just tie that up. Next time I do this, I'll make sure that I do it with Faith, so I can curl her up in here properly, but you get the gist that he or she would be a little bumblebee. Like that. Can you see, Pa?
Mm-hmm.
His little tentacles sticking up. So isn't that cute? But yeah, see, if Faith was in there, she could bend her legs up, and he doesn't because he's Pa's baby. This one belongs to Pa because Pa's not scared to handle this one because he doesn't just all over the place like the others do. I really should. I'm going to ask you to give me Faith. I need to make sure that this is going to fit her properly, because I know she curls up really small. come and get your son. Let me just take this off, because he is stiff. Sit down here, my love. He was repainted, so he does have beautiful colouring, and he has the most gorgeous, I don't know if you can see it, but he does have the most gorgeous little, hold that down, trying to get his nappy out of the way and it's not working, and his shirt, oh, up boy. Look, he has the most gorgeous little belly stump. It's the most, out of all of them, I think his is the most realistic. You know, I mean, love him to death. He's just a lot stiffer than what I like. So that's why he's Pa's baby, because Pa can hold him and I can't. He does have armatures too, but they're not very great. Oh. I like them really soft and really marshmallow, because I like, when I'm holding them, I like them just to literally melt in my arms so that they feel real. So we'll just grab little Faith. Because she is super, super soft. As Pa is finding out when he's trying to pick her up, and she's just wanting to flop everywhere.
Yeah.
Poor little darling. Oh, you didn't have to bring her, bunny.
Mm-hmm.
You just put it over there. I need her, I don't need the rabbit. Here's my Faith. And as you can see, look, if I let it go, I mean, my goodness, peoples. She's very, very soft. Very, very soft.
She gives limber a whole new meaning.
But see how she can do this, which is what you want her to do in here. And I can pop her down with her little legs up. And I can just, and again, I would do this a lot more efficiently if she was laying down on a change table, because I'd have two hands to work with instead of one. You know, like, my heart goes out to anybody that's an amputee or has any other kind of disability that doesn't allow you to have the two hands to work with. Because ever since I've messed up my shoulder and I haven't been able to use two hands to do a lot of things, you know, I've had a reality check of how much we take for granted in life. Because with me, particularly, my disabilities have robbed me of so much that I really notice. And I look around and I look at people and I'm so aware now that the things that they're doing and how much of it they're taking for granted. That's what I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way people just get up and sit on the floor, or just jump in their car. You know, it takes me 20 minutes to get in the car. You know, so I don't move as easy as some, and of course, depending on the weather, will vary the degree of my pain. You know, and now that our cooler weather is on its way, I'm noticing it. And then it's one of the reasons now in the moment that I don't sleep, is because the pain is quite horrendous. And just pop her hat on. I'm just going to put it over her bow, because I don't want to take her bow off.
I've noticed over the last few nights that I've been waking up with more back pain than I usually do. But once I get up and I start moving around, it kind of eases off a little.
Mine does too once I get moving. But it's... it's still hard for me because my back will give out when I'm working. You know, my feet start to swell and it's not nice, but there we go. So, like, imagine that. Look at it. Just lay it in a little fake honeycomb or a little fake beehive. You know, with Divinity buzzing around it with her big stinger. I mean, what a gorgeous photo that would... Oh, well, obviously without the pillow. Give me the... No. Oh, she doesn't like giving that up. She's like, you... That was mine. Oh, look at that face, would you? Isn't she gorgeous? She's so pretty. She's a lot paler than we wanted, but we've made her our PKU baby. Just like her father. Isn't that right, Bubby? You've got PKU too. She's going to open her eyes now and look at me and go, I beg your pardon? She said, I beg your pardon, are you peeking at me? She does have internal eyes. She does peek at you every once in a while. Hello. You cozy in there? Yeah. What do you think? Do you think she's cute?
Oh, yeah.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
So, comment below what you think of her little bumblebee outfit.
She looks as snug as a bug in a rug.
Here, Pa, you take her. Give her cuddles.
Now, see.
There you go. Oh, I'll hand her the car. And I'll give her back her pacifier later. I don't know how long our light's going to hold out, but if it goes out, it doesn't matter, we're done. So.
Yes. You rang.
She peeking at you? Kind of.
Slightly.
Just
not a lot, though.
Yeah. Oh. The only thing I don't like about smartwatch bands is that they're always bloody silicone and they sweat. They just slip around and they sweat on your wrist, and I hate that.
I wouldn't like that either.
No. That's why, look, seriously, I put this on just to try it out tonight, but I don't wear a watch in the warmer weather. I only wear them in winter. Or if I'm going out. If I'm at home, I don't bother. I just don't bother because I don't see the point. But oh my God, that's so cute. That's so cute. And I'm sorry that the others are not on camera tonight, but like I said, we started filming late and they were already to bed. So they're all down snug as bugs in rugs in their bed. Gosh, I guess the next video will be changing all the babies into their Easter outfits and dressing them for Easter. And we'll be doing that at the end of the month. So that they'll be wearing their Easter outfits right up until Easter. And then we'll change them again after that. We don't change them very often these days. It's just too hard. We don't, unfortunately, at this stage have Easter outfits for the newborns. Because you can never buy anything to fit them.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's no point buying anything for newborns on Temu. Because it turns up and it would fit a whopping 3-month-old. You know, to a 6-month-old. And their clothes are huge. It says newborn. Pigs, bollocks it is. You know, it's always too big, isn't it?
Yep.
So, they probably won't have Easter outfits, I don't think. Unless I can find something in town in the way of a onesie with ears or something. I don't know. And I don't know when we're going to get to town again. God only knows that answer. So, but we will get the older babies done. I am waiting to hear news about our 2-year-old. I did see his body being carved out of clay and it looked brilliant. He's going to be a massive, big boy, you know. And the fact that he will be having an iron skeleton, he's going to be a very heavy boy. And I have no idea what that is. Go away. Yeah, so, but like I said, I'm still waiting on confirmation of his actual height. I'm waiting on confirmation of when I'm going to receive some photos again, so I can see how he's coming along and I can see if they've made any more advances on his face, because I would really like to see his face, because he's one of a kind, one only. They won't be making any more like him. He is an exclusive one-off just for us, made from a design of his face. So, and because it's his face, no one will be able to buy that face. So, that being said, we're looking forward to him coming home though, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we were told that he would be home in May.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we were told he would be home at the end of May. So he's due home on my birthday. Me and him are going to share a birthday. I've already decided that his birthday is going to be the 31st of May. And he's a Gemini. Klaus shares a birthday with Pa. And Divinity shares a birthday with our wedding anniversary. Doesn't she?
Yeah.
Which is my original birthday, but I'm not allowed to celebrate it, so we're not going there. Why? So I have to go wash these shirts now, and I just did all the bloody washing. Just when you finish, you know, like, so, can you give me that other basket, Pa, and I'll put the washing in that one. Hang on a minute. There's tags in there. I can feel them. Yep, look at that. Bloody tag. Oh, need scissors. So other than that, what else have we got coming up, Pa? Anything exciting that you can think of quickly?
Not off the top of my head.
My daughter's wedding is in May. So we do have that coming up. So yeah, the big wedding day is coming up. And oh gosh, I'm dreading it because of my feet. You know, like I'm gonna have to get all dolled up and all this wonderful jazz. But unfortunately, I don't know what I'm going to be wearing on my feet at this stage because I can't wear shoes. I haven't been able to wear shoes in 6 years. 5, 6 years.
Roughly.
Probably 5. Because you've been here just over 6. You know, so, and it was about a year and a half that I started to not be able to wear them.
Yeah.
My feet just swell too much and they burn. Lord have mercy, my feet burn. The nerve damage is horrendous. And I've just got too many different things going on all at once, and I don't think I've got anything else to show. Oh my god. Got my pussycat hat. She can go back to bed. I've got to get my cat and try that on him. I just think that'd be... Don't you just think that'd be fabulous? Like... In a way, I feel sorry for the cat because I think after about 10 minutes, that would drive any cat insane. That would start to really irritate
for the cat too.
You know, I'd only put it on for a bit of fun. See if he likes it. If he doesn't like it, then my daughter can have both of them. But yeah, so I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know if we're going to be able to find shoes that I'll be wearing, if I'm going to have to just buy a pair of white flip-flops and decorate them. I don't know, but it's not something I'm looking forward to for that reason.
Yeah.
The reason that I can't wear shoes and I can't really sit like I'm sitting now because you should see my foot. It's like a balloon. And it's going to bother me all night now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I have to go so slow, sorting out the house. We're throwing a lot of stuff away. We've got a whole freaking 2 sheds to do. One's a full car garage, chockers to the brim with crap that we need to go through and really work out what we need to keep, what we need to sell, and what we need to just throw away. And then we've got a whole garden shed, which is a pretty good size. It's a large garden shed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's packed to the rafters, literally. Can't even get in the door, can you? Because as soon as you open the door, everything's right there in your face. So that one is going to take a long time because that I know is all baby stuff. That's all kid stuff in there. It's toys, it's clothes, bottles, strollers, car seats, you name it, it's in there. I could open up a second-hand baby store with that shed and I'd be stocked for the whole year.
It's like ragu spaghetti sauce. It's in there.
Yes. So, the hope is that I will clean it all out, sort it all out, and then my daughter's promised to come down and we're going to have a massive garage sale because we've also got a caravan, which you in the States call a camper, and it's also now full of stuff that we have to sort out, don't we? So, yeah, we're looking forward to doing a massive garage sale and hoping that people come and buy a good portion of the stuff anyway.
Yeah.
And then what they don't buy, I will then donate to Goodwill because I just need it gone. And I need to clean it. And then I've still got to deal with the kids' cupboards because I've got to sort out all their summer stuff and get ready to pack it away. And then I've got to put all their winter stuff away. But as I'm doing that, I've got to cow down a lot of what they've got, get rid of a lot of what they've got, like clothes that I've bought them, outfits that I've bought them that are gorgeous, but I just personally don't like on them. I don't think they look good on them. They would probably look gorgeous on someone's kid, but they don't look good on my kids. So there's a lot of brand new stuff that I need to cow out and again try and sell, maybe put on Marketplace. Hey,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Yeah, we can do that. See what happens.
So we're doing what, one room at a time.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do the lounge room and our little hall. Didn't happen. Well, I kind of got in there and tidied up a section of it. I've still got a lot to do. Lots of handbags and things that I need to put away and sort out. And Pa has a massive bookshelf that he needs to cow of books you don't read.
I'll get to them.
Yeah,
Eventually.
yeah. What after I pack them in your coffin with you? The only time you'll get to read them is when you're in the grave. So we're gonna cull a lot of those books and clear that out, and make a bit of room in there. I want to change this room around and make it a bit more roomier, and then hope to bring in extra chairs. Because God forbid, if we get visitors, there's nowhere for them to sit. These are the only 2 chairs we have. We don't have a couch. We don't have kitchen chairs. We don't have anything. We don't even have a dining room table. So we need to be able to fit. We've got 2 recliner lazy boys. And my hope is that I could bring both of them out here. But if I can't, at least one of them. So that a visitor could sit down. because it's embarrassing that they can't, isn't it? And then the dining room is the same. I've got a large antique cupboard. I want to move it out to the shed and just use it as storage. Because just over it, and it's so old now, it's falling apart. And then I've got a big, ugly black wardrobe in my dining room, which I don't want there. I want to move that out. That also will go to the shed and use it for storage. I'll just fill it with mothballs and kefir and pack a lot of storage in it, and that'll keep the mice out, not to mention everything else. And clean up, don't we? Reorganise that room and get some tables and chairs in there.
Yeah.
And if she's getting heavy, just sit her over there.
Oh, she's not heavy.
I'll take that back off her in a minute. She'd be really hot in that, so I'll be taking it off her in a sec. Do you want me to take it off now?
Oh, you don't have to. You can finish saying what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, like we're trying to get it organised and get it cleaned up.
Yeah.
Pa cleaned up the back bathroom and did a great job out there. Like literally got scrubbing brushes and we got on the floor and we scrubbed everything.
Yeah.
And I cleaned all the basins, laundry tub, I should say, because we don't really have a bathroom. It's a toilet and a shower next to the washer and dryer. It's really supposed to be a laundry. But I eventually want to put the laundry outside in a little garden shed that we have, which has electricity in it and everything, and then turn that into a proper bathroom. That's my dream. But as I was saying, in here, I want to change it around and renovate in here. Like change the color of the walls maybe, because I'm really bored. And we're thinking about getting some stuff from Temu that looks like white brick to put along the top. Yeah. And then they've got these other big square fake tiles that look like big, beautiful decorative plaster, like square plaster ceiling decoration, whatever, and putting that all over our ceiling here and in the kitchen, I think. Yeah. And I'm not sure if we're going to run it through the dining room or not.
The kitchen is what needs it the most.
I want to get new carpet put through here and maybe paint the bottom half of the wall a different colour and all that stuff. We're doing the same with our room. You know, I've got that yellow wall behind us and now I'm totally bored of that. And we've got some new curtains coming and new bedding coming, and we're going black and hot pink, aren't we? Because I want something really bright and really vibrant, sort of make it a bit of a happy place, because it's not a happy place, it's full of freaking ghosts. And we're going to have a hot pink feature wall behind our beds, aren't we?
Yeah.
And I've got some neon signs coming, which would be really exciting. And I'm not going to say what they're going to say, but they're cool. I'm having them custom made. And I'm thinking that they will go on the wall behind our bed, and then we might swatch it up and start filming in there.
Yeah.
Where the kids can be, and I can change the kids hopefully on the bed and just see how I go. It all depends on the hips and the knees, and we'll see how I go. If not, we'll work something else out and, you know, rearrange everything. Because after we do Zenith, our next doll will be Annie. And she's 3. She's our 3-year-old, and she doesn't have a bed at the moment. I'm putting her in Mia's bed for now.
Yeah.
Because Mia's bed's just sitting there, so I'm just going to put her in Mia's bed for now, because she doesn't have a bed. And she's 3, so she's too big for a cot or, you know, a crib. So I'll put her in Mia's single bed for now until I can get that room sorted out and work out exactly where she's going to go. Archie is still up for sale. I haven't had any bites on him at this stage. I am going to advertise him in other places now, though. I thought I'd give it a chance to see if my subscribers might be interested in him, you know, before I go and just totally sell him to a complete stranger. But that didn't happen, so, you know, we may see him in the future, we may not. Depends on who buys him and if they film and have a channel, whatever. If they don't, well then he's going to become somebody's collector piece and be lost to the world. But he is still up for sale, and he's $8,500 US plus shipping and insurance. And we were hoping to get him, and we're losing people. We are losing a lot of money on him, selling him at that price. So, and we can't sell him for less. Somebody did write to me. I did not publish their comment to say that they had $5 and some change. Sweetheart, that wouldn't even buy his little pinky. So please don't write to me and tell me that you've got a ridiculous amount of money like that. I mean, that's just stupid. Seriously, that is really stupid. Don't go there, because I just deleted the comment. Straight up just deleted it, because I thought, no, I'm not buying into stupid stuff like that. Does not work. Does not work. You know, like, serious buyers only, please. You know, he is a very expensive art piece. He is only one of 20 dolls ever made. You know, he has his authenticity. You know, he was one of 9 babies that was, you know, from an original one that was made for a movie called Abandoned. And he comes with that movie. He comes with the little backpack that was made for that movie. You know, he comes with a lot of exclusive stuff that you will not get again. You know, and you most likely won't get if you were to buy a Dean from somebody else, because they probably didn't purchase all those extras. You know, this baby was purchased with all of those extras. So he comes with a lot of good stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He comes with a lot. He comes with a lot of paperwork, a lot of history, photos, lots of good stuff, you know. And I'm buying new stuff for him, and he'll come with a box opening, the whole 9 yards. And like I said, and I'm losing money. I paid $7,500 US for him, plus shipping and insurance. I went to hell and back with the bitch that sold him to me, and then turned out to be a bigger Karen than America's ever seen. You know, now she sucks up Marisol's ass, you know, who gets on camera and talks more about her Gucci than she talks about her dolls. Nobody wants to know about her nasty Gucci or her pathetic sex life. Ew, it's a doll channel, love. You want to talk about that crap? Start a porn channel.
Yeah.
For God's sake, you are nasty, Marisol. Really nasty. You know, so I went to hell and back with this baby. Then I had to send him away to a beautiful artist, which is a lovely, lovely person in Australia. But she charged me $4,500 to fix all the mistakes that Michelle Elizabeth made. She had to spend hours, you know, weeks upon weeks, scraping this baby's paint back. She had to fix his mouth, fix his eyes, fix all the blemishes that she didn't fix. She bought him as a blank, and she didn't do all the things that a real artist does. So with, you know, the shipping and everything, that was another $4,500 on top of the $7,500 that I already paid for him, and I'm only selling him for $8,500. So at the end of the day, I'm the loser here. I am the loser, but I'm selling him only because I want to stick with my dolls all being baby clone, for one, and because of all of the drama that I had with this baby, I lost my bond. You know, I love him to death. I think he's a beautiful baby, but I just can't bond with him because of the bullshit, the lies, and the crap that I suffered at the hands of some spiteful Karen. You know, and it's just wrong, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it is just wrong. And I just don't need that, you know. I don't need that, you know. And this woman now is teaching Marisol to paint. That's why all Marisol's dolls look like crap. I mean, you see them not on camera, see them in real life, or see them when she gets them up close to the camera. They are disgusting. They are blotchy and no detail at all. She's not doing veining and capillaries and all that crap. She's just blapping that paint on there. I mean, I used to be an artist. I know every mistake she's making. And Michelle's apparently, oh, she's, you know, wonderful. She's my teacher. And sweetheart, you need to get a new teacher.
No kidding.
Get somebody who can actually call themselves a real artist.
Yeah.
You know, because when it costs me $4,000 to fix your mistakes, you're no artist. You know, and I am upset about that because ever since I have been doing this, I have been trying to do this for fun. I have been trying to do this, you know, to show people what I know, little tricks that I've learned, you know, how I bath, how I do things. You know, it might not be everybody else's way, but it's my way, you know, and all I've had is trolls and stalkers get all up in my face because they're freaking jealous. Because God forbid I might have something that they don't have because they're too lazy to get off their ass and work for it. You know, and that's what it comes down to. I am on a pension, people, and I struggle and I bargain with Baby Clone and I work it out with them to make payments, and it takes me a long time to get a baby because I'm paying the damn thing off. You know, and I'm giving them every cent I can. Me and Pa don't do nothing. We don't go nowhere. We don't have no luxuries. We don't have no extra. You know, I get stuff on Temu. It all goes on bloody Afterpay. And then I'm paying that off too. So my life revolves around paying things off. You know, and then I get these morons that come along and get jealous because I've got something that they want and can't have because they're too lazy to work it out and get it themselves. Because I am a big believer that if you want something bad enough, you'll find a way to work it out. You know, you're not going to just sit on your ass and get jealous of everybody else, you know, and then make their life a living misery because, you know, they won't do it your way. Even now on this channel, I've got my haters and my stalkers still watching me. Sweetheart, mwah, you're a fan if you're still here watching. You know, I mean, if you still have to stalk me, if you still have to be watching and reporting back to the other trolls everything I do, everything I say, then sweetheart, you deep down are a secret fan. You just don't want the other trolls to know you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be here. You know, so if the numbers go down on my subscribers, I'll know that the trolls finally left. And I'm not into this channel to have, oh, I've made 1 million subscribers. I couldn't give a rat's ass if I only had 3. You know, because at least that's 3 people that are enjoying my videos. I do this for fun. I don't really give a damn if somebody's watching me or not. You know, but the ones that do watch, the ones that do love us, is the ones that me and Pa, who needs to stand up and walk around, because he's not an old, Pa. Stand up and walk around. You're not an old.
Walk around.
put Bobby back and I'll fix her up. I actually give her you and I'll fix her up. You need to just go get yourself a cold drink.
Yes, I do.
Oh God, he's made it all hot and sticky. Your dad's body heat's terrible. Ugh. You know, but as I said, you know, Pa and I love the ones that support us. We love the people that care about us. We love the people that are good to us. I don't have time for people that don't like hearing the truth. There goes my line. So that's probably, pardon me, that's probably a good thing because it was bloody hot. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I got the hiccups. You know, I just don't have the time for people that can't hear the truth. I can't handle that. You know, I don't like people that come into my life and do things on camera that are not okay, not acceptable, but then they expect you to turn a blind eye or whatever. But then when you do say something to them and say, hey, that's not okay, you know, how could you do that? Sort of blah, blah, blah. Oh, then I've become the monster for saying something and now they're all of a sudden the victim. You know? They're running around telling everybody how much of a bad person I am and they're the ones bleeding from it. You know? I mean, I've had people walk into my life, you know, that I thought were like sisters to me. You know, and Shanae. Is it Shanae?
Shanae, yeah.
Yeah, Shanae
Titus.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a shout out, sweetheart. You know, a big shout out. She was like a sister to me. I gave her my old Charlie. And as soon as she got what she screwed me for, then she showed her true colours. She was ignorant. I would ring her up. I would ask her, do you want to chat? Because if she said, no, look, I'm busy, I'd say, look, that's cool. But no, she'd say, oh yeah, sure, give me a ring. No, then she'd sit there, more interested in what the stupid bloody dog was doing or the cat was doing.
Or the TV.
Or she'd be constantly watching the TV. But either way, you're talking to her and she's ignoring you. You know, and she's watching the TV. You know, or she'd be, you know, her mother would be calling out in pain and she'd be just talking over the top of her mother's pain and I'd be like, Shanae, she's really in pain. You know, and she would totally ignore me and continue to talk over me and talk over her mother about the cat. You know, and I didn't appreciate that. I loved her mother. I thought her mother was lovely. I sent her mother a lot of gifts, you know, and I would have sent her mother a lot more. And I would have sent her daughter a lot more. But it all came to an abrupt end when she didn't like me confronting her about everything. I confronted her about how I wasn't okay, her going to her son's place of work and stealing from his boss without asking permission to take these giant round bales of hay. She just stole it and took it home. And I said, that's not okay. It wouldn't have killed you to get him to go down and ask his boss if you could have this old bale of hay that you thought they might not want. But no, she just stole it. And not only that, she jumped up and down and started crying and carrying on, like literally having a tantrum in front of her son because she couldn't work out a way to get home quick enough to get back there with some kind of a trailer to get him. And it was the whole childish thing that got me as well. And then I watched her, you know, like I said, ignore her mother. And I saw her chew her daughter out while I was on camera and humiliate her daughter to the point that it just wasn't okay. Like, she's pulling this big tough act, you know, like that's supposed to make her big and mighty because, you know, she could swear, you know, like a feral, you know, flapping her gums at her daughter, and I'm just looking at her thinking, you know, like, have some respect and put your bloody teeth in, for God's sake. That was not a good sight, you know. And then her gay son comes over, she bitches about him and all about how she wants nothing to do with him and everything, but yet technically she's sucking up his backside. And I'm like, get your priorities right. But when you confront her about this stuff, I'm the one who gets annihilated. You know, and I don't appreciate that bullshit. I just don't. I don't go there, and no, I'm not done with her. She did screw me over, and I have got my lawyers still working on that case. So she's still in for a rude surprise because, you know, when she went on and on and on about my babies and whatnot, and I was thinking about, you know, giving up my boy, you know, she had a mission, and no, I'm not going to worry about the pup.
Okay.
Can you put her back into bed?
Mm.
She had a mission, and she decided that, you know, she was going to get what she wanted, and she did. And once she got it, you know, all bullshit sort of started flying left, right, centre, here, there, and everywhere. And yeah, it all come to an abrupt halt, you know, like her husband's on the sex defenders list for molesting his daughter, or some sort of sexual offences against his daughter, which he's trying to lie about and say, oh, the daughter all made it up. Of course she did. You know, don't all predators say, oh, they're just making it up? You know, I mean, come on. Like, I was going to believe that. You know, and the fact that, you know, she got this baby out of me, I thought, I honestly am questioning, did she get that baby off me for the wrong reasons? You know, considering that she's married to a man that's like 30 years older than her, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Close to 30 years old, at least 30 years old. You know, put it this way, when they got married, she looked like a child bride. He looked like a dirty old man. And when she said that he was convicted because of his daughter, I'm thinking, no wonder he married you. You know, you fulfilled a fantasy. I don't give a damn if you were over 18 by that stage or not. It doesn't matter. You still look like a damn child, and he looked like an old man. You know, and no, there's no love there. That was definitely a marriage of convenience, I think. And that's just my opinion. And I'm entitled to my opinion because, hey, freedom of speech. You know, but that's the sort of stuff that I've put up with. And I will out people when they have screwed me over. And I will carry that grudge to the day I die. Because, unfortunately, I forgive. I don't forget. There's a difference. You know, I might be able to forgive people for what they've done to me, but I won't forget, which means I won't shut up about it. You know, I will always remind the world who these people are, you know, and what they've done, so that it might hopefully save somebody one day, that if that person contacts them on their channel or something, they might recognize the name and go, whoa, I was warned about you, and know to stay away. So stay away from Shanae Titus, because she's bad news, and she lives in
I can't remember where she lives.
it
It was in Indiana, was it?
oh god, no, she lived in a trailer down in the south.
Alabama?
No. Sorry guys. I keep a track of everybody. how do you pronounce that?
Latta, South Carolina.
Yep, that's it. Latta, South Carolina. Yep. So, I always keep people's addresses that are not nice. I mean, I've got a book here, and I tell you what, it's a thick one. And everyone that I meet online, I keep their details in here, and I just never forget them. I never forget the ones that screw me over, and I never forget the ones that are good to me. So I go through here and I know who to send a Christmas card to and who to just cross off my Christmas list. But, you know, like I keep little notes of who's who in the zoo. You know, like, and that's what I'm saying. I don't need to deal with that. You know, like there was another lady in New York that I used to talk to, and for no reason, you know, like she just become a pain in the bum. You know, I sent her dolls, I sent her everything, and all she did was get jealous because, you know, I got sick and stopped talking to her for a couple of days.
Who was that?
That one that used to be friends with Denise Miller. The one that Denise said, oh, she must have told you, blah, 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 and I said, no, it wasn't her. I mean, it wasn't her. The one that told me, gosh, I just had a name. But she just got jealous. I mean, I got sick and I got busy with other stuff, and I just had a lot of shit going wrong in my life, and I just didn't get around to talking to anybody for a few days, and she got real peeved over it, and sort of like Tina Joyner, Pittsburgh, New York. Is it? Or
Plattsburgh, New York.
Plattsburgh, New York. Sorry. Yeah, Tina. She just got jealous for no reason, and I thought, you know, she's going on about something or other and attitude, and I said, I remember writing back to her, and I said, had a huge go at her about me being sick, and that's why I wasn't able to talk, and da-da-da. And then I just got hyped up, and I got angry with her, and I just wrote at the bottom, now you want attitude? That's effing attitude. And I haven't spoken to her since. You know, because again, I'm not dealing with other people's shit. You know, you got baggage, don't bother writing to me, because I don't want to know about it. I got my own baggage, and trust me, I could feel, you know, a tractor trailer real fucking quick, couldn't I? You know, I mean, I have got my own problems. I do not need anybody else's problems. I've got some people that just stop talking altogether, but then, you know, that's their loss.
Sure is.
You know, I mean, a lot of the, you know, Naomi Johnson stuff, you know, scared a lot of people off. Patricia Riley was one of them. You know, she just stopped talking, and I thought, Naomi Nomadic Lofton King, also from New York, just stopped talking. I haven't heard from her for ages, but whatever. You know, I've got a few in here that have just stopped talking. Some still talk. I mean, some are just lovely. You know, and as I said, I've sent lots of dolls to some people, you know, and they've loved them, and that's all great, you know, and they've sent me back some beautiful gifts in return. Other dolls I've sent to people, and I haven't even received a thank you card yet. You know, but that's fine, you know. You know, I mean, that's fine. I never expect anything in return. A thank you card would be nice, though. A thank you card would have been nice. You know. Because postage is a joke at the moment, but a stamp isn't going to kill you. Not one stamp. Just a postal card.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if that's all you can do, well then that's great, you know. But, You know, like my beautiful friend Jennifer sent a beautiful package over, which she said was supposed to be our Christmas one, but she was late getting it out. And then she's got stuff in there for Divinity, for her christening, because she's her godmother and she's Wyatt's godmother. And I am thinking that if anything happens to me, you know, she might inherit those babies at this stage, because she's somebody I really do trust, and somebody that is so genuinely pedantic with her dolls, you know, and cherishes her dolls. So we'll see. But you know, she spent a fortune on postage sending this parcel over, and I've got one to go to her soon with lots of goodies in it, and I've got to get it out this week, Wednesday or Thursday. I've got to get that parcel out to her on top of everything else I got to do. But like I said, postage overseas is a joke, and I don't expect her to send me any more gifts, because the postage is crazy, and she is too, just on a pension.
It's ridiculous is what it is.
Yes. But they are planning to come to Australia to meet me and Pa. So is Lisa Ellis and her husband are talking about one day coming to Australia to meet us. One of the reasons Pa and I are trying to get this damn house fixed up, because we are not visitor ready, are we?
No.
We're not even close. So please give it a couple of years. You
At
know,
least.
in the hopes that maybe even by the time we've moved and we've got a much bigger and better house. So,
That'd be nice.
yes. But at the moment we're not. But it's nice to plan. You know, it's nice to think that, you know, that they want to come here to meet us. We think that's wonderful. You know, not that there's much to do. This is a really boring place.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're coming here to see Australia, I could think of so many places you need to visit first, because this is going to leave a never-ending impression in your mind, and it ain't going to be a good one, because it's not nice here. This is like, you know, what is it? This is like Hell's Gate of Australia, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not nice here. But I have given them, you know, like other places to visit when they come, even though we can't go with them, because I can't travel. I just couldn't do it. You know, sitting in a car for 15 minutes is too much with my feet, and I don't know when I'm going to get to see a proper specialist about my legs and my feet and get something done about the pain. I've got to start a new tablet on Saturday, because this Webster runs out on Friday, and then I start a whole new regime. I go back on blood thinners because of my blood disorder, and then I go on a new pain med, which I've been told can make me sick, so that won't be good. So if I'm off camera for a spell, say after this Friday, you'll know why. Tablets are knocking me for a 6. So otherwise we will be back, and we will do, as I said, Easter changing them into their Easter outfits.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll try and do some photos of them all together to put at the end of that video. And somewhere in between, I want to do a day out feeding the ducks up at is it Walgett?
Walgett, yeah.
There's a little town, a bit of a drive, bit of a hike from here. But there is a cute little spot out there where they have some ducks in this little pond, and I was going to take I'll probably just, I won't take bread, but I'll take duck feed. I'll go to the produce shop down the road here and buy a small bag of duck feed.
Never heard of duck feed.
Well, it's not good to give them bread. It can clog them up, and
A lot of people do it.
I know, but they shouldn't. You know, these are wild ducks. You should feed them proper wild duck feed, and you can buy it down the road. So I might get something like that anyway, take with us. You know, take one or maybe two of the kids, not sure which ones, and might even pack a bit of a picnic basket. Go there, we could have a bit of a picnic maybe, and yeah, that'd be fun. Take some photos. So that could be something we could turn into a video, because we are trying to get out. We are trying to get our sheds done. We are trying to get our back patio area done so that we can start taking photos out there. We did buy ourselves a brand new, beautiful outdoor setting and some gorgeous tree of life, big outdoor curtains to hang, you know, for the ambience of it all out there. Got to get my beautiful fern garden a little green. The sun's had a bit of a whack at it and dried up some of it. So got to get a few things done out there. Get a cute little fire pit so that we can get the fire pit going.
And get rid of that old rusty thing.
Yeah. We've got a bit out there to do, but we will then start filming outside, which would be fun because we can put the kids on the swings behind us so they can be just sort of swinging away. Couldn't they?
Yeah.
You know, so that will be nice. And yeah, we just got a few things. We've got stuff in the plans. The only hinder at the moment is just finding enough hours in the day to get it done.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we don't sleep. Pa and I are lucky if we get to bed at, well, like me this morning, I went to bed at 7 a.m. in the morning. So I'm lucky to get out of bed by 3 in the afternoon. And when you do that crap all the time, getting to appointments is impossible. Getting anywhere to get a blood test done, impossible. I've had one that I've been trying to get done for 2 weeks. Hasn't happened yet, and it probably won't happen today either. Because it's too late to fast.
I usually go to bed around the same time that Ma does, and I might get between 5 or 5.5 hours of sleep. I don't get a full thing of sleep.
No, I wake up, even when I do go to bed, I wake up every 20 minutes without fail. Sometimes I don't get back to sleep straight away. I sit up and I start playing on the damn phone because I can't get back to sleep, and I don't want to put the TV on in the bedroom because I don't want to wake Pa up, so I play on my phone. So all in all, when I do go to bed at 7 in the morning, by the time I do actually get to sleep, I'll probably only sleep for 3 hours in total, and then I'm up again. And then the whole cycle starts again. So I am definitely awake more than I'm asleep. Definitely. Out of a 24-hour day, I'm awake for at least 20 of it. And it's hard because we don't, as I said, we don't make appointments. We can't get a blood test because they only do your blood until 1 o'clock. And if you're not there before 1 o'clock, forget it. They're not doing it. They've shut up shop and gone home. Everything in this town is shut by 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Coffee shops are closed, gone. Everyone's gone home. You know, you can't go for a coffee. There's nothing open. There's no takeaways open. This town shuts down. The only thing left open here after 2 o'clock is the post office and the little supermarket.
Yeah. Until I got here to Australia, I have never seen business practice like that in my entire life.
No, and it's frustrating because we have to set alarms on our phones to wake us up after only an hour or 2 sleep, just so that we can get to the shop in time to buy milk and bread.
Yeah.
You know, because otherwise we're gonna wake up and everybody's already closed and gone home for the day. It's frustrating. If you have to go right into town, pardon me, Oh, I've got hiccups really bad. Well, we're screwed because it's a 2-hour drive. And to get there, you have to leave here at 7 in the morning. That's impossible to do if you ain't been to bed yet. Because otherwise, by the time you do wake up, even if you were to wake yourself up at, say, 11 o'clock and say, well, we'll wake up at 11 and go, we'll get there by 1. No. You're going to be lucky to get out the door by 2. By the time you get up, you've got to eat to take medications. So by the time you do that and then take your medications and grab a shower and get dressed and then work out which baby you're going to take with you and get them dressed, get them in the car, make sure you've got the right stroller, make sure you've got everything you need. Everything's closed by the time you get there. It's 5 o'clock and everyone's gone home. We can't win. That's why we get frustrated. That's why we don't always make a lot of videos. When we do, we're making them like now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. But we have tried to turn it around. I have done everything. I have taken herbal tablets. I have taken sleeping tablets. I have done everything. Nothing works. When I get it on track, I might be good for a week and then bang, I'm right back to where I started. And it might just take one thing in my life to go wrong and that's it, my whole pattern's out the door and I'm right back to where I started. And I have been like this now for 40 odd years. At least 45 years, at least. Because when I was growing up in a very abusive life as a kid, they put us to work at night and we were abused at night. So it didn't matter where we lived in the world. It didn't matter whether it was Germany, whether they sent me to Russia, Japan, Australia, England. It didn't matter where they sent me. I was always awake at night and I had to sleep during the day. So, and that was for 2 reasons. One, because it was a lot easier for them to get away with their nasty business at night. A lot of their cult practices were at night. And it was easier because if they moved me, everything was so damn black and dark, I couldn't see where I was being taken. So it kept you confused. If you were raised so that if you were found by authorities or anything and questioned, you know, you couldn't tell them anything because they kept you so confused you didn't know if you were Arthur or Martha. They kept you so confused about who you were and where you were and how you lived and where you lived. You didn't know. To get moved, you got a black sack put over your head and it stayed on your head until you were taken out of that van and delivered to wherever you were being taken. If you were being sent overseas, they had so many different ways. We went over on cargo ships, you know, because they had people in the military that could, you know, pull off a few little tricks here and there so that we were shipped like cattle. Or we would be sent through airports when we were very young and we were trained and forced to say, this is mum, this is dad, and we're going for a trip to Disneyland. You know, and that's how they got us through. You know, or we're going on a holiday to Japan, you know. And nobody was none the wiser that, you know, you were a 4-year-old kid with every crevice of your body stuffed with drugs, you know, in condoms or whatever, and you were going to be delivered not only to drug runners but pedophiles. And I was 4 years old. I have some bad memories. Some bad, horrendous memories. And yes, the police know. I've just gone through a whole bullshit thing with Naomi Johnson where I've had to sit down with the police and tell them my entire life story. The story that she doesn't know. You know, they got told the truth. You know, what I told her and what I would say sometimes on camera, was, it was the truth, but I covered it up with where it really was or who it really was. I was never accurate about the actual cult that had me. I was never accurate about where it was. It wasn't in Australia. So Naomi Johnson, you got that one wrong. I never told people really what happened to my kids. Why? Because it's none of your damn business. That was my pain. And when I was ready to share it, I would share it. I lost my kids. And how I lost them doesn't matter. I lost them. And I lost them in the most horrendous way that any mother could lose their child. Ripped out of my arms and then sold to a meat market for their body parts. If people want to know the truth, that's what happened to my kids. The cult took them and sold them for black market organ donation. And I don't like to talk about it, and I don't like to think about it, because I don't want to sit here and visualize what happened to my babies. And they weren't always newborns. Sometimes they would take my kids off me after I'd already had my kids for 7 or 8 years. They'd just send me off to do something, and I'd come back and my kids would be gone. And the ones that they didn't do that to, they killed because I wouldn't do as my told. And they would use my kids as a tool of revenge. Whether they'd run them down in the street with their cars or OD them after they forced my 17-year-old daughter to work in the main house at a party that they were entertaining some friends, and they wanted her to be one of the servers to serve the food and all that sort of stuff. And one of them gave her a drink and drugged it. And then they shot her up with LSD and they OD'd her. And she ran down to where we were staying and she died in my arms, screaming, "Mum, they gave me too much." And I talk about this stuff now because after all these years, no, it doesn't get easier. No, you don't get over the grief. It doesn't get easier. You just learn to live with it. But it doesn't get easier. And I talk about this stuff because this is my point of why I am sick and tired of dealing with trolls on this channel. I'd sooner shut this channel down and not do this crap no more than to put up with trolls and people thinking that they can walk into my life and tip it upside down because I've got something that they want, or they just decide that they don't like me. You don't have to like me, sweetheart, because I don't care. You can say shit about me all you want behind my back, because at the end of the day, for me to give a shit about your opinion, I'd have to give a shit about you first. And that hasn't happened yet, so talk away. I'm too tough skinned, to be bothered by that, but I do get fed up with it because of everything that I've been through. I'm sick of being the victim of other people simply because I was a victim. I mean, what is wrong with you people that troll on people like that? What the hell is wrong with you that you have to trample over somebody and victimize them because they were victimized? What is wrong with you? For God's sake, do the world a favor and get yourself a psychiatrist. Because it's sick that you attack people that have been victimized their whole life. And then, Naomi Johnson, you have the audacity to be a thief and not even have the dignity in your big toe to pay me back what you know you owe me. You are in breach of contract. Because you did not do the work that I paid you for up front. Nor have you paid me back for the postage that I paid you to send her back. You never sent her back. The police did. Because they found out that you were a liar. And you have it to this day. So the trolls out there that feed information to Naomi, let her know she's a thief. And that I'm letting the world know that she's a thief. Do not pay Naomi Johnson a dime for her cruddy dolls or her cruddy work, because she'll just rip you off. And so will Cindy Lee Evanson. They're thieves. She stole from bloody me. And she's never had the decency to come forward and say, you know, my bad, I'm sorry, I was wrong, here's your money back. Then I can say thank you and bloody delete her for good. No, I'm still building a case. And the only reason she hasn't had her ass sued from here to Timbuktu is because I'm still getting the money together. God help her when I do. In between doing all this other shit that I'm doing, I am saving. You know, so that when I get a lawyer, I can give him 20 grand up front and say, now, make sure I get my money's worth. Because I'm not going to walk away. I will not stop until I get justice. They wanted revenge for something I didn't do. Well, now I want justice for what they did do. And I'm sorry for ranting. I don't like having to come on here and rant and vent. But sometimes you can't help it because these parasites just keep climbing out of the bloody woodwork. You know, all the freaking time, and I'm sick of it. You know, I only want to talk to decent, genuine, you know, God-fearing people, you know, that understand the joy of these babies, understand that life's too bloody short to be a Karen or a Kevin, and just get on with life. Stop judging people. Stop thinking you have the right to judge. You are not God, and I'm sure as hell he ain't hiring right now. So get off your, what do you call it?
High horse.
That's not the word I'm thinking of. Entitlement box. That's what's wrong with these people. They're not on their high horse. They just outright are entitled. They think they're entitled. You are nothing. You know, stop thinking you're a tall glass of champagne like the rest. You know, you're not. I'm getting confused now what I want to say. What I'm trying to say is these people need to stop thinking they're a tall glass of champagne and realise that you're just a warm glass of piss like the rest of us. You know, stop feeling entitled. Stop going around and telling people what they can and can't freaking do. You know, in the doll world, in anything. Even disabled people. You know, like, God, how many times, Pa, I don't know about you, but me personally, I know it's happened a couple times. Have you had people walk up on you at your car or leave notes on your car about being parked in a disabled area, even though you have the disabled?
Oh, I found a couple of notes here and there like that.
Yeah, and I've had them, and I've had people walk up and say, you don't look disabled. Well, honey, you don't look stupid, but you are. You know, that's why you walked up on me. You know, like, I will call a spade a spade. You know what I mean? Disabilities are not always visible.
No.
You know, like Pa has a spine so bad He's had 2 failed back surgeries, and they've told him that they can't do nothing more for him because he's got vertebrae in his back that your disc has completely disappeared. The bone has slapped together, and now it's fused, and now it's just one, isn't it?
Yep.
It's like one bone instead of 2 separate vertebrae. You know, he's gone from 5'11" and a half to 5'9". So he's now shrinking because his back is breaking down. His back is so bad, you know, he's arching over, he's in agony. Plus he's got a massive hernia that's ripped open, and it's got to be another 1.5 years before he gets that fixed, maybe 2 years before they get around to fixing that. And he's running risk, you know, he's got problems with his bones, you know, and I'm sick of people saying, oh, well, you don't look disabled. Well, I'm sorry, he's not in a bloody wheelchair, you know? I swear I'm going to put a baseball bat in my car, and the next person that comes up and says, oh, you don't look disabled, why, I'm trying to get my wheelchair out of the car, mind you, I'm going to beat them with a baseball bat and say, well, now walk it off. You know, I mean, because you don't look disabled, walk it off. I mean, I just get tired of these entitled people in the world. I mean, God forbid, don't get me started going on YouTube watching Karens. Here I am past laughing because I scream at the TV. And I'm telling these people off, like, where the hell do you get off?
You ever want some entertainment? Just watch Ma watching Karens.
I've never seen so many black women argue in fried chicken stores. What is it with you people going to a place where they sell fried chicken and you're telling off the workers because they didn't give you enough ranch dressing? I'm like, seriously? If it's that bad, go buy a bottle at the supermarket and keep it in your car. Seriously. They will argue over the dumbest things. Parking spaces, there's another one.
Or just do what I do and go up to the counter and ask for more ranch.
Well, they did, but because they wouldn't get served quick enough, they'd have a hissy fit. And I'm like, grow up, you're a grown adult. There was one I was watching today, and I've got to admit it was funny. This woman had a freaking chair, and she stuck it in a parking spot and was sitting on the chair, saving the parking spot for her husband, who was going to turn up in half an hour. So in the meantime, she was not letting anybody park there. And apparently this fire trucks saw the commotion. They obviously called in there to get a bite to eat between wherever they were doing. But whatever, they were watching what was going on, and they asked somebody what the problem was, and this guy said, I need to park there, and she won't let us. And I've been here now 20 minutes and no one else has turned up. And she reckons her husband's coming, but it's been 20 minutes and she won't move. And sorry, you're not allowed to do that. It's a public parking space. If your husband's not there straight away, well, then that's his loss. Move it along. Well, anyway, she refused to move. So they just got the damn hoses off the truck and they just blew it clean out of the parking spot, chair and all. I mean, I just cracked up laughing because I thought, you got a big servant of karma right there. And you deserve that. You would not move. You know, she just sat there, you know, as nasty as a Karen could be. And they just went, and they just blew it clean off the spot. The whole chair and her just went flying backwards. The guy just parked in there and said, thank you. And she was left soaking wet, sitting on her ass in the car park. And I'm thinking, no, sorry, she deserved that. You know, that's childish. I mean, this woman was in her late 60s and she was acting like she was 6. Seriously, you're adults, people. You don't have the right to judge. Only God can judge. Only God can judge me. You know, only God can judge Pa. No one can judge anyone except God. That's it. You know, and I'm tired of Karens. I am tired of people that walk around. Get on. Oh. See, I start losing my words because they fire me up. Rich people that look down on people that make less money. You know, kids that go to private schools and look down on public school kids. You know, honey, you're only in private school because daddy paid for it. You know, if you didn't have a rich daddy, you wouldn't be there. You know, like, stop being so entitled all the time, because life hands everybody a different card. We don't all get to play the same card. Well, not this life. Maybe in the next. But definitely not in this life, do you?
Nope.
You're here to learn. You know? That's why we're here. We're just a soul having a human experience. And we're here to learn. And then if we learn and we get it right, we get to move on to the next level of life. If you don't, you're coming back. That's my belief. You're coming back and you're going to do it all over again. So don't judge, because those who judge will be coming back, you know, until Judgment Day. And then God help you on Judgment Day, because then it's a whole new kettle of fish. So, you know, just, I don't tolerate that, and that's why I don't like intolerant people, I should say, on my page. You know, the people that right now, the ones that, you know, have the decency to give this channel a thumbs up, you know, the ones that have the decency to take the time, because even on your TV, you know, you can hit the button to do the thumbs up. You might not be able to comment, but you can thumbs up. So, you know, like, that's just showing respect. That if you're going to take the time to stalk my channel, then take the time to at least give it a thumbs up. Just so that I know people are watching, so that I know that people care. You know, and if I see that, then I'll keep making good content, funny content, and I'll keep coming back. If I don't, then, you know, I'm just not going to bother. I mean, why bother? I've got a life to live, you know, and I do this because I love doing this, because I love sharing the babies with you guys. I miss you guys, you know, heaps. And like I said, even the trolls, I loved them. I was always good to them. I was always good to Naomi Johnson. She turned on me, I didn't turn on her. You know, she bitched that I bitched about her work. You deliberately sabotaged my dolls, bitch, from the get-go. You deliberately sabotaged them. You cut the original Charlie's drinking wet system and then shortened the tube so that it couldn't be joined back together. So if anybody tried to use his drinking wet system, he would fill up with water. So the only time that I queried, and I didn't complain, I queried something with you, is because I knew it didn't look right. The very first time he come home, didn't he? His chest was caved in, you know, his shoulder was lopsided, because she deliberately took his collarbone and shortened that too, so that his arms wouldn't move properly. She went out of her way to sabotage that boy until she destroyed him. And by the time that Shanae Titus got him, he was nothing but a black mold factory. So, you know, in a way, well, it's karma for her. She's breathing that shit in. I mean, I personally, I would have probably have incinerated him, because he was dangerous. He was nothing but black mold, and I told her and I warned her, he's not safe. You can rinse him out. You can do what you want. It's not gonna help. He's full of black mold, and because he's silicone, it's never gonna dry out in there. It's gonna stay moist, and new mold's gonna keep growing. I mean, if she was to crack him open right now, he's probably growing hair in there. You know, it would not be pretty, I can tell you. You know, and then she did the same thing to Summer Rain, the original Summer Rain, didn't she? She's ripped her leg open below the knee. She had forensics literally tear her drinking wet system to pieces if she didn't do it. I don't know, and I can't quote. I mean, I did ask the police, and the police said, as far as they were concerned, that it was probably her, you know, to make it look like the doll had been abused. So she deliberately did that, you know, to set me up, but it didn't work. But her drinking wet system area has been ripped to pieces and destroyed. And she wrecked the rest of her, didn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely destroyed her head. All the silicone that she put over her head after she removed her hair is got all run marks through it, and it's all blobby, and it's nasty. It is nasty. You know, to the point that I don't even think we're gonna waste our money sending her back to Spain, are we? We will most likely destroy her. That's probably what we'll do. We will probably destroy her, and you know, just throw her away after that. Once she's burnt and broken down, we will destroy her, and we will then sue for the full replacement of her for a new one.
Yeah.
And Naomi Johnson, you will be getting the bill for that. And I'll see to it that I get a judge that makes that stick. And if you don't pay, then they'll just come in and sell you up. So, because you will be paying to replace her. What else? So yeah, I don't see us fixing her. So, but that's why I said I want to get Archie sold. We will let the old Summer Rain go, and then, you know, hopefully get this case started pretty quick so that we can get her replaced, which her name now will be Zarina. Yeah. And so we want to get Zarina replaced, and then we will move on, won't we?
Yeah.
And then hopefully soon we will move on out of here, because doing this place up is to also make it more better for sale. You know, getting it up to par, isn't it? Getting it up to scratch.
Yeah.
You know, so that
Make it more sellable.
yeah, make it a lot more sellable and desirable to somebody else that wants to live in this disgusting area, and then we can get out of here. That's what we're hoping for. But anyway, this video is long enough, and I've dragged it out, and I'm sure most of you have already switched it off. Those that are still here, thank you. If you've made it this far, you're absolutely loyal. And I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. As I said, you know, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Especially if you're planning to come back and continue to watch our videos. And then when we do the occasional funny one, please share that with your friends. Not so much these miserable ones. This was supposed to be a fun video, it just didn't work out that way, because I do get frustrated over things, and I do get frustrated over, you know, feeling so used ever since I started this whole doll thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a peaceful life until then. You know, I had a very simple, laid back, peaceful life. I had a twin sister that I do not get along with, and she did make my life hell years ago, and it came back to bite me on the ass again recently. But, you know, other than that, I keep to myself, you know, and I lived a very simple, godly, peaceful life. And then one day I started collecting silicone dolls and thought, won't this be something lovely to make a channel on and share with the world? Well, that went wrong, because the world was full of crazy stalkers and trolls and haters and Karens, and they all just came out of the bloody woodwork, and I got bombarded, and I thought, I don't need this shit. So now, thank God, I've got a moderator, and all the garbage is siphoned out before anything is published. All comments are, you can comment, and all the comments are on hold, and the moderator goes through them, he checks everything, and if there's any garbage there, he deletes them, and the others then he publishes, and then he lets me know that they've been published, and then I go in and answer them. And I answer the ones that have been published. So if it doesn't get published, I didn't see it, and I didn't answer it. Yes. So, on that note, I'm going to go take a shower, because it's now 1:30.
And I gotta do the dishes.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
We have a dishwasher that's only 8 months old, and the calcium here blew it up. So we're not happy.
Nope.
My daughter bought it, and she didn't keep the paperwork or the receipts, so we can't claim the 12-month guarantee on it. So, yes, so we're stuck now without a dishwasher until we can afford to get another one, and then pay the plumber this time to come out and put a freaking filter on it to filter the calcium out.
Yeah.
So it doesn't keep blowing up our dish. This is our third dishwasher. Our third dishwasher in like less than probably 8 years. Which is ridiculous. And we're on our second hot water system.
Yeah.
Which also blew up because of the calcium. You know, so nothing's safe. Your showers clog up constantly. How many shower heads have we had to replace? Because the calcium here is so bad, nothing clears it out. You've got to literally throw your shower heads away and buy a new one. So we've had a lot of different shower heads here. Taps get corroded very quickly. You can't drink the water here. It's just not safe. And it smells like sewage. Because it's like some sort of weird underground spring ball water or something, and it's really gross, and it smells like sulfur, you know, which is like sewage really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nasty when you get in the shower. You notice it then. Your shampoos and that have got to be very strong, or you just get out smelling worse than you got in. Isn't that right, Pa?
Yep.
Alright guys, look, it's going to be goodbye from me, Ma Silicone.
And goodbye from me, Pa Silicone.
But thanks for sticking it out here. Thanks for listening to my rant, but I do just get fed up. So that's why I rant occasionally, because I just do get fed up. And just, you know, don't be entitled, don't be a Karen, don't judge people, don't tell people what to do. You don't have the right. You're not royalty, you're not special, you're a hard cup of piss like the rest of us. You know, you're nothing special, you know. You're just like everybody is the same. We're all made by the same God, you know, and we're all made equally. It's just that we don't treat each other equally. So try and be kind just once in your life, you know. You might actually enjoy it. Just be kind. You know, if you owe somebody money, give it back. Don't be a bitch that is raising sons and teaching sons it's okay to steal. You know, set some decent morals for your kids, you know, for one. And yes, Naomi Johnson, I'm talking about you. And if you see somebody today and you can do something for them, do it, because God's answering their prayer through you. You know, and other than that, as I always say, you know, be you. The world will adjust. Catch you all later. Bye.
I'm calling the angels down. I'm storming the gates of hell. Tell the devil he don't own my soul. I'm taking back what the enemy stole. I'm raising the battle cry. I'm holding the banner high with the power of the Holy Ghost. I'm taking back what the enemy stole. You can't speak your lies over my family, no. You can't break the promises that I'm standing on. Ain't got a flex to put you back in your place now. One name is all I gotta say. Jesus!